Being a sneakerhead comes with a lot of regrets, and being someone who makes content on sneakers comes with even more regrets. Today, guys, I'm gonna be giving you guys my top 10 sneakers that I have regret buying so far in 2023. What's good, everybody in the building, man? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again. Make sure you guys have the post notification bell turned on in each and every video. Make sure you guys are also subscribed to my secondary channel, 2wild for TV, as well as 2wild Guns. Each and every year I compile this list because I end up buying way more than what I end up keeping, and for that reasoning, I gotta show my buyer's remorse along with you guys and girls out there. I regret stuff too. So let's get straight to it at number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have the KD3 AllStar. Now, these released on February 10th for a retail price point of $130. And this was also a retro of an original model of such a classic colorway. One that I myself, I really did like, I really did enjoy. I did a review. I kept the shoes for as long as I could. But I noticed one thing about the shoe. I didn't wear it. I was not wearing this shoe as much as I, initially wanted. And as much as I did want the shoe, it was not something that I could just have sitting around and not wearing. A Kobe 6 Grinch, that type of shoe, it could sit over there for a couple of months without any wears because it's such an iconic and classic sneaker. The KD3 AllStar, as much as I like it, and it is a classic shoe, it just does not resonate the same with me as it does like a Kobe 6 Grinch. We do see more KDs coming out, like the Easy Money, which will be coming out later on this month. And that shoe is something that now, based upon the KD3, I know that for that one, it's gonna be a pass for me. Now, Nike, you bring back that KD4 AllStar, those can sit as long as it wants. Luckily, I was able to get my money back for the shoe, and that's all I really wanted. I wasn't trying to flip it or make anything much more. I got my money for what I paid for, and everything was all well. So that's one reason why this shoe is not a very big regret, because I got it, I rocked it for what it was, and I realized later on that I did not really want it, so I wasn't really disappointed. And this shoe right now, if I still want to go back and buy it, for the most part, it's not really going that much in the aftermarket. But I highly doubt that I even go and do that because I have no feeling or drive to even do it. So, KD3 AllStar, sorry, but you're number 10. Coming in at number 9, to you guys' surprise, is the Jordan 5 UNC. I think it's a great colorway. I think it's great materials. I think it's a great drop. I think everything about this shoe is great, in my humble opinion. Now, why then, Tony, do you regret this purchase? Well, mainly because it's kind of like the KD3, where it's something I bought, I like, but I already have enough UNC in my collection already. So for that reasoning, I just see no reason for it sitting and collecting dust. This was literally a shoe that was sitting in a room downstairs of mine that I ended up just offing on Whatnot. And I don't know if I stated, these released on March 4th. So, the Jordan 5 UNC, I think that this is definitely one of those one man's trash is another man's treasure. However, I don't even feel like this is a shoe that's trash. I feel like it's a shoe that, I wouldn't call it trash, I'd call it clutter is another man's, I don't know, stutter? That don't even make no damn sense. Somebody picked it up though for pretty much, I think $225 or $250, a little bit above retail when you include shipping and all that. It's really not a bad price. These are currently going for like $263 above retail. This is a shoe that people were flipping and still flipping to this day. So in reality, I really blessed somebody than really popping a nigga's head top open. So hey, a win for them and a win for me. And it is what it is. $225 for this shoe. We've seen more and more of these 5s, like the Burgundy 5, that's also going to be at that $225 mark. And it's a hurtful pocket pain, but once I relieved that, I just felt so much more better. Coming in at number 8, we have the Jordan 6 Toro Bravo. These released on May 4th for a retail price point of $200. And the reason why I regret this shoe is because I kind of upped it up. Like, I really was highly anticipated on grabbing this release. I liked it because it played along with the Jordan 5 Raging Bull, or Toro Bravo 5, as well as the Toro Bravo 4. And then we had, of course, the Toro Bravo 6. But once actually getting the shoe in hand, the quality and everything wasn't really bad, but it did mimic the same exact material that was being used on previous Jordans out there. And for that main reason, it was like, bruh, the hell am I doing? Like, do I really need another all red shoe? I have the Toro Bravo 5. Do I need the Toro 6? Like, there was just no reason of having that same exact shoe. The materials, everything on that damn shoe is the same. It's just a different model. And for that reasoning, I was like, bro, I just don't need these in the collection, unfortunately. It's not a bad shoe. And if you missed out on the 5, then get the 6. It's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. And this is another shoe that's currently on the market at around retail, but after all the shipping and fees, you'll be paying even a little bit above retail. So a lot of these shoes aren't shoes that I bought with the thought of reselling, like, oh, Tony, you bought them and you're just mad because you couldn't make no. That's not the case. Hell, half these shoes I could made more if I would have sold them and waited on them. But a lot of these shoes I offed really quick. I had made my money's worth as far as doing reviews on them. I didn't necessarily need them anymore, and I helped someone out at a better price than what they would have paid going somewhere else. However, there are a few shoes that we will get to that I do feel like I bought and I regret it because I could have waited and got it at a cheaper price, but we'll get into that a little bit down the road. The Jordan 6 Toro though was a nice shoe overall. I have no real main issues with it, but it was one of those shoes that I just wasn't gonna wear. And you know, a lot of these shoes I get in, I cop, some I don't cop, and I'll let you guys know. This is one that I really did think I had high hopes for, and it just eventually just sailed off, and I was like, bruh, I don't need these shits. Coming in at number 7, we have the Jordan 1 Low OG Cement. Tech gray, elephant print, whatever you want to call it. The Jordan 1 High version is not going to be on this list because I didn't even buy them. I liked the lows more. The lows is what I actually went after, and these released on June 24th for a retail price point of $140. And I still think that these are pretty dope in my opinion. I honestly think that this shoe will go up in price. In a year or two, this shoe will be going for more than what it's going for right now. Currently, these are going for $116 in my size. After all those processing fees and shipping and all that, you're going to be pretty much paying $140 to $150 when it's all said and done. So these are still going at that retail price point in the aftermarket after the shipping fees and all that is incorporated. One of the reasons why though I did regret it is because that I did think that I was gonna like it this overall. The high I already knew. I like the lows more, and I still do like the lows more. And I actually still have this shoe. I have it. I just have it stashed away. I don't plan on rocking it. You feel me? There's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but it's just right now the lows and the ones and the lows and the twos, I think they're just giving him so many pairs nowadays that it's just flooding the market too goddamn much. And in my opinion, like I stated before, this is a shoe that I just don't see myself really wearing down the road, like, or anytime soon. I got stuff here that still needs to get worn. And when it comes to something that's like in a black cement, I'll go pull my black cement 3s out instead of a black cement Jordan 1. It's just the way of my mind and its thinking. So all in all, it's a nice shoe, but I just don't see me having it that much more longer. Coming in at number 6, guys, I do fall for the hype. I do fall for the storytelling. I do have, I wouldn't say peer pressure, but friends who say things to me that trigger me to go out and do something. You feel me? It is what it is. I am influenced, even though I may influence people, I am influenced. I don't have no type of, you know, machismo where I don't get influenced by nobody. Nah, like people can tell me something that makes me direct my eyes on it and focus in on it, and then like, oh yeah, I do like that. You feel me? The Air Force One 4 Horsemen. These released on April 27th for $140, and I jumped on them at that time at retail. This was a shoe that was once for friends and family of LeBron James, and it symbolizes his friendship with his main crew of people. Maverick Carter, Rich Paul, LeBron James. I forgot the last guy. Forgive me, okay? It is what it is. I jumped on it because I like the storytelling behind it. I like the fact that it was once a PE and all that. So I jumped the gun and just hopped on it ASAP Rocky. And I ended up not rocking it. It's currently on Tonyd2wild's closet right now. You guys can go and get it. And I'm selling it for, I think, 80 or 90 bucks right now. And this shoe is actually going on the market at other stores like Sneaker Politics for, I want to say, $190 to $100 right now as well. Basically, I could have paid way less by just waiting. And it wasn't even a shoe that I think I ended up reviewing on the channel. I did unbox it and talk about it, but I don't think I did like a full-on in-depth review on it. And just, it was one of those impulse buys where I just, boom. My homeboy told me about it, who is a LeBron fan. He said, yo, you getting them Air Force Ones? Get me a pair. I want a pair because this, and this. And I was like, you know what? Let me check these out. Oh, damn, this is a nice story. Oh, these are PE's ones? I'm gonna get these too. I grabbed them and I hit him up and said, yo, do you want your size 12? This nigga didn't even hit me back. He finessed me into buying it and he didn't even buy it. Tell me you got a friend like that. I think I always got a friend like that who be like, yo, get this, and then you get it and it, man, I got a homeboy who told me about a show, and me and Nikki watched the whole goddamn show, and he's still on season 2. You feel me? I'm like, bro, how you gonna put me on this show and you ain't even finished the damn show? How you gonna put me on this game and you ain't even this damn far in the game? I've done that to a lot of people, actually. I'm horrible at that. If you go and follow me over on Twitch and play games with me on Twitch, I have probably made you buy games, and I play those games too. Maybe, you know, a couple hours in, and then I might just get back on Call of Duty. I'm horrible at that as well. So, you know, I gotta call it down the middle at the end of the day. But this shoe, yeah, I regret it. And it's for sale. Grab it if you want. Guys, I don't know if you guys have been tuned in lately, but for Too Wild for TV, this is my secondary channel that I pretty much established extra sneaker content for. So we talk about shock drops, we talk about discussions, upcoming news, and all the above sneaker related over on Too Wild for TV. Now, if you like gun content, maybe you don't. All right, it is what it is. I'm a Second Amendment guy at the end of the day, and I enjoy shooting at targets and having a little bit of fun. If you like that as well, go and check out Too Wild Guns. The link is down below in the description, and make sure you guys and girls are following me over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all that we link down below. Go and pull up on your boy. I appreciate the love and support, and hit that bell so that everything is well. Coming in at number 5, we have the Union AJKO. I've been thinking about, I might do a video on Too Wild for TV about this, about the Union collabs and the Manure collabs, because it was once a time when every single one of these collabs just hit. Now we're seeing more and more of these collabs not hitting. Social Status is dropping, you know, Mac Attacks. They're dropping, you know, their pennies, and they're just sitting and going for way below retail. Manure 12 sat on shelves for months below retail. Union, same thing. Now it's hit or miss. Like, I think these Union ones are gonna do very, very well. I think a lot of this stuff is dictated upon the actual model. The model itself is gonna be a big determination of whether a shoe sells or not. The AJKO Union. It released on February 2nd for a retail price point of $150. And I jumped on this shoe ASAP, of course, because I wanted to give you guys and girls the review, so I did what I had to do. And I don't mind doing that. Like, I don't mind spending the money. The money part is not the issue. It's the fact that I guess, get so in love with a shoe in a way, or I feel compassionate about a specific release, and I just realized, bro, I was just getting finessed. It's like meeting a girl or guy, and on the first date, they're this great impression, you know, a great person, you know, and then after a couple, 3-4 dates, you see all the bad characteristics that you didn't see, you know, like, it's like that. Or it's like meeting a girl at the club at 3 o'clock in the morning drunk, and you wake up to her the next night and you realize you made a huge mistake. Ladies, it could be the same thing with a guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a man, so I don't always look at it that way, but yeah, you get my point. It's one of those things when it comes to these certain shoes. And the Union, it was a good shoe overall, but it was an AJKO, and I'm not a big fan of the AJKO. It is what it is. It don't matter what you slap on it. It's not bad. I like the original Chicago color, royal color, black toe color, but that's about it when it comes to the AJKO. That's just it. I think overall it was cool, but it's a pass for me. We've seen this also happen with the Cortez that they did. It flatlined. I still see them shit sitting out of the stores right now. It's dead. It's horrible. It's bad. But this Union AJKO definitely, you know, I regret it for just getting finessed into the hype, I think. And also the fact that I overpaid. Retail, even though it was retail, I overpaid. They're going for $100 right now in my size. Coming in at number 4, we have the Manure 12. These released on March 2nd. Retail price point was $225, and I grabbed the black and the white pair, okay? I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know if I had both. I sold one, and then I don't know if I think I sold the other one. I don't know. Mainly because the regret between this, I love the 12, I love the colorway, I love the material. Everything was executed very, very nice. But the shoe itself is plummeted. You can get this shoe for near nothing. Right now, I'm just looking, right? This shoe right now in my size, let's see, 8.5, $139, $140. You know, maybe with taxes on $160. The amount of discount that you can get on this shoe right now than paying that and let me make sure, was it $240 or $225? Okay, it was $225, not $250. It just is insane, you know, and I bought both. That was a good $450 out the pocket that I could get right now for $320. And I just spit it all on the goddamn camera, my bad. But yeah, hype attacked my soul. And I hopped on it. And it was a reason why I'm like, damn, this was a pretty, when I bought the white pair on Manure, I was like, yo, this is kind of a little too easy, you know? And I don't mind admitting to you guys and girls that I get influenced by the hype. I'm a little bit of a hype beast. I got a little bit in me, okay? Been doing this for 10 years. I gotta get with the good, I gotta get with the bad. The GR, the hype, I'm gonna go for both. You feel what I'm saying? So I got finessed, you know? I paid retail though. I'm not getting finessed out of resale. I'm getting finessed out of retail. There's a difference. A little bit of a difference, you feel me? But I'm a Manure, yeah, definitely. Coming in at number 3, I regret this shoe because of the hype once again. The shoe itself is still going for the price that I bought it at, really, and that's the Nike Mac Attack. The Nike Mac Attack is not a bad shoe. The original one. It's the one with the Travis Scott and, you know, the main one that first came out, you feel me, with all the promotion and all that. I bought it. The shoe overall is nice. I like the Mac Attack colorways. We just showed one recently on the channel. We'll do a review on that. I actually like that one a lot too as well. But I bought it to do a review, of course, but I did keep it. I kept it for about 2 weeks and then I got rid of it for pretty much retail. So I made my money back. It's not like I lost anything, but it was just one of those things that, oh, Travis Scott, you know, I did play part in the hype again with this one. But then after a while, I started saying like, you know, do I really need this shoe? You know, it's nothing wrong with the price. I think 140 is fair. I think the colorway, gray and black, is pretty fair. But me being someone that's trying to downsize on a collection, it's not something that I need to add in and keep. That's just mainly what I felt like at the end of the day. Like I didn't feel like it was a shoe that is worth taking up space at this moment right now. And you know, Bull definitely talked it up a little bit in my ear, you know, not like influencing, not like saying, Tony, buy it, but like, you know, nice shoe overall. And I was just like, you know what? These are one of those impulse buys. Technically, all these shoes I review I'm buying, but I might get rid of it or keep it. This is one when I bought it and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this shoe because I actually like it. I like the history, all that. It's an old shoe. Like, it's all that played a part. But then after a while, I'm like, shoes come and go, bro. And this was one that came, excitement came, and then the excitement went away. And I see more and more of that, unfortunately, with the sneakers right now, just because there's so much releasing. It's so much going on. Everything right now in this generation, in this world, is super fast. The content that's coming out is super fast. The TikToks, the Reels, everything is fast. So the satisfaction is fast as well. You get the shoe, you happy, and then the next week you worry about the next one. And I just think that's a big problem in general, and it's taking its toll on a lot of us as consumers and everything. It is what it is. But this shoe, if you got it and you got it because of me or something, like, don't be mad. You know, if I didn't have like 300 shoes in my collection, I definitely probably would have kept it. But I had to let this one go. Coming in at number 2, we have the Jordan 2 Lucky Green. Now, these released on February 3rd for a retail price point of $175, and they're currently going for $100 right now in my size. I bought these at retail. I reviewed them. I talked very highly of them. I like the story, at least from what I thought it was like, based upon the Celtics colorway and all that. But just looking back, and as the 2s progressed on in the year, I realized like what they were just doing with. Some people might be like, Tony, you just now realize that they do the same thing with 1s, and every other goddamn Jordan your dumb ass goes and buy. Like, I understand you want to clap me in the comments, feel free to. But the Jordan 2 Lucky Green, I realized that they were going to flood the market with 2s already, and there were going to be multiple different iterations of this where it's just like a white with another color, a white with this, a white with that. And we've seen, of course, like the crafts that dropped. There's like a lot of Jordan 2 lows that dropped. There's not that many that has that lucky green type of color pattern, but I believe and feel like there's going to be more of that to come, unless Jordan Brand's gotten the idea that 2s are just not the move, or they're at least not just selling. They're not moving at all. And this is a shoe that I bought, I liked, and I think even someone in the comment section commented during that time like, these are them shoes that Tony gonna get and then have on 2wild closet like a week later. I didn't have them on a week later. I think I had them on like a couple months later maybe. I might even did like a giveaway or something like that on the shoe, but it was a shoe that I really liked, and then after a while I was just like, nah, it is what it is. It wasn't even about the resale or none of that, or being able to get my money back. I don't even think I got my money back, or maybe I did. I didn't really care. But like the Jordan, like as far as 2s go right now, my favorite 2 release is going to be the Jordan 2 Chicago. That came out last year at the end of the year, right? And even those, I have not put those on feet and actually rocked them yet. So it's like, if I can't put those on and rock them, no 2 right now is gonna make any sense. Unless it's a Carmelo 2, that's about it. Like there's no other 2 like that I can think of that I really want more. The OG colorway, of course, is amazing. I got them. I'm gonna let them chill. They're gonna sit. I'll rock them when I'm ready. Varsity Red, the white and red ones, that's another one I'd cop and probably hold on and rock it when I'm ready, even though I already had those and sold them. But like I said, last but not least, the Carmelo. And until then, anything else is just going straight to the depths. You feel me? It's straight up. So sorry 2s, it is what it is. And last but not least, coming in at number 1, guys, this is the Nike Dunk, Nike Air Force 1 ATL. Horrible. I was excited about the release, 404 day. They released on April 4th, 2023, the Air Force 1 and the Nike Dunk. And I regret buying them because, of course, I was so excited for us to get a shoe with our name and like where our, you know, our city on it. But even then, and I kept the Dunk for a little bit, and then I immediately sold it, bro. A little bit later, I immediately sold it because it just felt like they did not represent Atlanta whatsoever. They went with the same characteristics of hot Atlanta. They went with that red color to make it hot Atlanta, and we are still hot Atlanta. Don't get me wrong, but hot Atlanta is so 90s. Like, I feel like we've grown as a city so much since the 90s, since the Olympics, since all that. Like, we are in a whole different type of culture right now in Atlanta, and the representation of hot Atlanta, 404, like all those things are so 90s and old school, and I'm for nostalgic feelings because I love nostalgia at the end of the day, but I just feel like we've been doing so much more now as a city than, you know, we did a lot in the 90s, don't get me wrong, but what we've done since then, we've done so much more. I feel like we've gathered our own identity as well, and I feel like we could have just did better. because typically when it comes to Atlanta and any type of collab or anything, they go with the Olympic colorways of the green and the peach, hot Atlanta 404. It's always like the same type of thing. Same thing that was happening with Nike when they used to do the Black History Month shoes. They're always these African tribal colors, like, bruh, Malcolm X, MLK, you know, Rosa Parks, all these people that mean something to us for Black History Month. Black History Month is not, in my opinion at least, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, you know, it's not represented by African tribal colors. You feel me? Like, I feel like Black History Month is represented by those type of individuals. African tribal colors is where we came from in Africa, the tribes of Africa. But we are Americans now at the end of the day, and we need that type of culture and that type of structure and that type of look when it comes to Black History Month in America. You feel me? So I'm going all political on y'all, but I just feel like the representation of the shoe was not done right. I would like to know who even designed the shoe, because it would be stupid if that individual who designed it is not even from Atlanta. They should have brought somebody on, like somebody well known, like Frank Cook or somebody, like on to do that design and let it be known that, like, you know, the city pack is going to be shoes designed by cultural people in the city who are established with the city, that represents the city, each and every one, because they did one with Louisiana, they did one with New York, or they've probably done one, I think, New York so far, ATL and all that. So, you know, it's just like, it'd be like they're doing New York, and then they're doing some, like, I don't know, Times Square or something, or like Manhattan or Central Park or something in the shoe. Like, I just feel like, you know, New York is massive, bro. New York is way beyond like just the old stuff. We got new stuff, and that's just my opinion. So I bought the shoe, excited for it, and then later on just kind of realized, sat back like, bro, this does not represent my city, and I regretted it. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the bell, all that. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And let me know, you know, you guys' 5 shoes that you regret down below in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.